Right, we've just had a full group read through of the final script. What did you think of it?
4, 3, 2, 1.
Look out, girls, because Anne Robinson is also set to release her new perfume range this summer. Will this be a weak link or a big winner? We'll keep you in the know. And finally, Only Way's Essex star Amy Charles is in the news today as a sex tape with hunky ex-co-star Mark Wright has been leaked onto the net. Uh-oh. She denies that this has done anything to further her career. But can we really blame her? Don't think so.
Right. I know it's hard lately, but budget concerns, cuts and whatnot.
Budget? You can't even afford a decent green screen.
Another thing I've noticed is, you need to lighten up, guys, yeah? I know, as your boss, I have to be strict sometimes, but still doesn't mean we can't have a laugh.
Isn't Yvonne our boss?
No, I'm the boss here. And what exactly does Yvonne do anyway? I don't know. Do you?
Yes.
Hey, no back chat. Anyways, she was also an extra on the bill.
I'd like to give her some evidence.
Glad you can't hear that, cause I give her some swollen goods.
She can handcuff me any day.
Get out. Get out, you're sacked, I mean it. Right, I will not have any filthy sexual innuendo said in this studio.
Yeah, I'd be nervous too with that, Tash.
What did you say?
I've gone over it twice. It's fine. Have you spoken to Tony yet?
I've seen him on the floor sacking that runner, but that's about it.
Hey, hey, baby. Ooh, ah.
Yeah?
Where are you off to then?
Do you know the Adam I need?
I don't believe it. If you see two crazy drunk heads in the corner, be sure to join us.
Oh, I'm not 100% if I'm going down.
No, come down, come down. What's your poison?
Vodka and Coke.
Me, it's Sex on the Beach and Edward Lager. So, what do you make of this Chelsea then?
Yeah, she seems decent.
Pretty sexy as well.
What?
Huh?
You fancy her, don't you?
Oh no. I'm very choosy when it comes to women. I'm a bit of a romantic. Oh, I like a girl. Hey, gorgeous. What's up? Hey, cheer up.
Don't patronise me.
Okay,
Thank you. Come with me.
fine.
Listen, I've heard from someone on this floor about some reported sexism in the workplace. As you know, this is unacceptable behaviour.
I don't believe it. Is this Edward grassing me up, the lanky?
It wasn't Edward.
Knew it. He's a bloke.
Do you think you're being funny? Is this a joke? Do you ever work hard?
No, I'm always hardly working. Oh, come on, that was a joke.
This is exactly what I mean. You need to take your job seriously, or I'll be forced to take action.
Just because someone can't take a joke, I get called in. You haven't even heard it.
How many feminists does it take to change a light bulb?
Oh, I guess you did hear it. Well, it wouldn't be funny now. It wouldn't be funny now, would it? I could change the joke a little, maybe.
Well, you could, or you could have saved them jokes for the free time and not say them in the workplace.
Edward started it.
Whatever, Tony. You've heard what my opinion on the matter. Now, shall we go back to work?
Now, I've been cracking jokes with Chelsea all day and she loves them. Haven't you, Chelsea?
Well,
Of course you have. And she's still smiling and laughing. She could have been getting violently sick the last night to keep the magical figure.
what?
30 seconds till we go live.
Come on, it's a compliment.
I quit.
Right, let's get this show on the road. Now, where's Harvey?
I quit.
Chelsea, where are you going? Someone stop her.
6, 5, 4.
Shit.
That was good, too. Well done,
Good,
guys.
thanks, guys.
Yes.
That's quick.
Yeah, just change it to yes.
Where is it?
It's up oh, here it is. She says yes.
So, Stella, on your script, you want
Yeah.
to change it?
Yeah.
Just, Alright then, I'll breeze through the script. There wasn't that much.
Oh yeah, what did she mean by did you take his temperature?
I don't know. Sorry.
I don't know.
I had to change the
Something to
joke.
do with weather?
Oh, weather thing. Okay, yeah.
There's a longer
a bit
joke,
more.
but I had to change it.
Maybe we
to
should
something
make
short.
the weather joke a bit more blatant.
Google
So will
joke.
that
Yeah.
become clear when we know it's the weatherman who's the weather
I hope so. But I'll try another one.
You say it in the beginning though,
Yeah.
and you go into the weather.
Okay.
It's clear.
I'll change it to
doubt I
something
can.
like, oh, what was his weather? I don't know.
What was
something
his
like
weather?
that. No, but something along those lines.
Yeah, this Harvey Chelsea there. We'll do it obviously once we get that prop up, which is the green screen.
Yeah.
Wait for the initial drop. So if you want to add, you see where it says dot dot, and there's
Yeah.
kind of no clips. If Harvey, if you add a little more lines, just in case the drop doesn't happen on time, so you don't stop before the drop, because you only come in when the actual technical difficulty happens. So if you like cut off his speech, it just doesn't work. So we want to see the technical difficulty through the camera that's on you first, and then we'll come to you as a kind of safety shot afterwards.
And those lines that you have there will be on auto cue when you speak to the camera.
Yeah. I would go for you do as well. When you do when you have that frustration bit. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah, apart from
absolutely.
your character, sorry, as well. She won't scared of it.
When the guys that are with Harvey, when he says this, you're kind of like his like posse. So when he says his line, budget, you can't even afford a decent green screen. So this is for the runner, the other runner. No, so it's the runner.
Lydia, Becky,
Becky.
Claire.
Was there only two? And then there was somebody else.
There was someone else.
That's it.
Yeah.
So basically, mainly you, Lydia, then kind of have an expression of disgust against Tony as well, because you guys are kind of like, he feels confident enough to say you don't even, because he's got you guys right behind him, like agreeing with him. He wouldn't say that by himself because that's his boss, so because there's like 5 of you there, you kind of give him like the backing to do it, do you know what I mean?
Like school kids in the playground picking on the weirdo. Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, expressions as well. Jed already noted it down. I wrote down expressions. So when he's trying to big up Chelsea as well, just remember the expressions that we did last week when he's talking about. I'm sure you will recognise it from, especially with all the gags, but I'm sure you'll recognise it from Casualty and the part which is, and was also the extra on the bill. Cameras on you guys for most of those parts. So just remember your expression in terms of you don't really care what he has to say. You don't really care what she's done. Okay, yes. Sorry, on page 3. Where he fires the runner.
Yeah.
Now, are we gonna have that so everybody can hear? Because Tony and Edward are in the far right of the studio, and the runners are on this side. But yes, Stella, which is Chelsea, needs to be oblivious to what is being said.
Yeah.
Now, are we gonna have it as a personal comment between you two, and the runner kind of walks past, hears it, and says it aloud, or
isn't Chelsea over there?
Yeah.
no? Chelsea is here.
By that point, I'm over there when he says that. I remember last week when he blocks it through because I walked round
Yeah.
and I was over for the makeup.
Chelsea was standing there and she walked off that way.
So then, where do we put Becky? Because Becky will be over
was
there.
Becky was there.
Yeah. And
But-
I was over there makeup.
How would you not hear the joke, but Becky does, and Becky shouted the joke from there? Do you know what I mean?
Unless I was talking to Michelle, that's why I'm oblivious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember, Gino, you can establish that she's heard it by the sight line, by taking a reaction shot.
Well,
of it.
we don't want her to hear it.
Or you don't want to.
No, we don't want her to hear. The whole point
Right,
is,
okay.
in here is she's oblivious to it.
Is she having her makeup done at that point?
Yeah.
No.
Well, no,
She's
she's
literally
in there.
just come off of set and walked around to this bit
You
here.
know when she walks down to this bit here, could you follow her walking out the door? Just for like a second, just see her open the door. And then you see her gone.
Or just out of shot, really. The audience can know that she's not there.
But it all happens as soon as the kind of stage up in terms of timing now.
He also says though, good thing she can't hear that. So that gives
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So it's fine as long as she's not on camera.
But, alright then, so.
Can she leave and go to the gallery temporarily? We don't have to explain why she's gone.
No, she can definitely swipe.
Yeah, dark.
But it still seems like, where did we place Becky? Because where he says it, it seems like it's a personal joke between him and Ed, and then Becky just jumps into the joke. So.
Okay. Have a look at that in the blocking then.
Okay, then alright, then we'll go through that bit there. So we just basically need Stella to just get out Strawberry, or out of the set.
Okay.
Chelsea, again, that Tash routine, it's kind of more confused, and this is the part where you're not that confident.
The bit when you say
So just,
thanks.
we did it last week,
Oh, yeah.
but just remember that for the,
I don't want to
when
say
you do
moustache, I want to say tash.
She goes,
Yeah, what did you say?
Because I always say it.
it looks perfectly average on camera, and you're like, thanks. So that thanks is kind of like a really like,
Confused.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Graham, it is. I know you're just filling in for now, but very likely that you're pretty much on the part as well, because Dan on the channel we can't really run it through with him. So I'll give you some tips on the part that in terms of Now we could play you a bit nervous when you're with. Well, I wouldn't even say nervous. I would say strong throughout. It's kind of like you're the floor manager, and if you see how Letitia is with everyone, it's quite strong. You're the person who controls everything. So when you're speaking, you have to be really strong. So even when it's up to Tony and right at the end, and Tony's like, he's talking, and you're like, 2 minutes till we're on air, that needs to be strong. Like you're in your zone. You need to get this show on air regardless of what's going on with the little itty bitty bits, and that's why he told you to be quiet. You're just like, 2 minutes on air, no one's even gonna notice you. The whole point is, all right, guys, 2 minutes on air. Like, stop your little bickering, even though you're kind of talking to the director. So your character needs to be kind of really strong and authoritative. Well, we'll get Sherry to keep on calling and contacting him, but this is the last rehearsal.
We've got through to him and he said he's not coming now.
Oh, is it?
Is that a recast then?
Yeah.
It looks like it, yeah.
Okay, can we get that on ASAP?
Well, Graham's.
What would you change? Should we just get rid of that, the lanky altogether?
Just the lanky.
Change the lines of glasses rather than lanky.
The specky.
Specky.
Yeah.
The line, I just didn't like the joke he was telling, found it pretty offensive. I just wanted to know how we were playing that. Is she confident in saying this? Because I know she's nervous in putting up her hand, but when she actually comes out and says it,
she's really
is
confident.
it really? So yeah, deliver that with a lot of confidence. You've got your whole crew backing. You know you've once already spoken to him, so you're saying this line with like, even though you're my director, like you can't say those things. So that needs to be like really at him. So actually, if we go for that, that makes a lot more sense if you guys had that as a person. You know they're always in the food area. That's kind of like their home and base. If that was more of a personal conversation rather than to the floor. So if you go up to them and you're kind of like, so which one of you grasp me rather than to the entire floor, then you would only be around with the girls, and that makes it work with Edward
don't put your
playing
hand
off,
up,
being
just
oblivious
say it
and just saying
straight off the bat.
Yeah.
What the interesting thing about Tony though is that, like, you know, Tony, what is Tony feeling at that point? You know, because that's a really interesting question because, you know, Tony can't see his own sins, can he? He's completely oblivious to.
I feel for me,
Yeah,
as I see the character, and I think Tom will agree, I think he actually does feel that everyone likes him as well, even though like no one does. I think he does feel like everyone likes him. So for him, he feels like, you know, when you find out that no one finds you funny and no one likes you.
Is that true?
No,
obviously it's not the
So
case.
there's a level
So
of
yeah,
what, self-delusion with Tony?
100%. But I think that's the part where he kind of realised, oh wait, who doesn't like me? I'm not moving them back to over there. She said, come with me.
Do whatever you want.
Yeah. When you say so yeah. So no.
Thanks. Come here. Please. Listen.
Hold that move on a 2, and now I'm just here.
Yeah.
Yeah? Stay on the 2 shot till they're settled. Bingo.
Yeah.
Just here. Yeah?
Got it.
Okay, do you want to rehearse on?
This is exactly what I mean. You need to take your job seriously or be forced to take action.
Just because someone can't take a joke, I get called in. You haven't even heard it.
How many feminists does it take to change a light bulb?
Okay, I guess you did hear it.
You could have him move back if you want to, because game's up, he's being found out.
Well, I wouldn't be fully with it, but I could
There you go.
change the joke a little.
Yeah.
Well, you could, or you could save them jokes with free time and not save them in the workplace.
Edward started it.
Whatever, Tony. You heard my opinion on the matter. Now, shall we go back to work?
Great. What a cracking little, an extremely well written scene, I have to say. With all the right beats, It's not a nice, satisfying piece of dialogue. It just feels like it's a nice little scene within a scene, you know. So, you know, you've got all the makings of something really good here. Okay, so just stand on it. Make it do what you want to do. You mustn't do what all directors do when they first start, is think, oh my God, the tsunami of words is coming at me. Just make sure that you get everyone in a position where you want it. And also, trust yourself, yeah?